Hi guys, welcome back to my channel. So today I thought it would be great to actually talk about my experience in Rwanda. If you are new to my channel, you probably are not aware that I also do travel videos. So yeah, I will link all my travel videos in the description below so you can check them out. I am not really that well traveled, to be quite honest. I wish I've had opportunities to travel to many more countries than I have actually traveled to. But anyway, so yeah, so today it's all about my Rwandan experience. So I did touch base on that about a week ago on my previous video, where I just briefly spoke about the fact that I was in Rwanda. So I am studying there, I'm doing my MBA there, and my goodness, where do I start? So I was in Rwanda for about a week, from the 16th of March till the 24th, and whoa, my experience of Rwanda was actually quite amazing. I remember before I left, my mom, actually before I told my mom that I'm gonna be doing my MBA there, she was a bit iffy about it because I think she's just not familiar with how Rwanda is now compared to how it was in the past. So she was a bit skeptical about me coming there. Needless to say, it was actually an amazing experience. So when I arrived in Rwanda, one of the things that I noticed was how clean that country is. I had always heard that it is clean, and fun fact, it is actually the cleanest country in Africa. If you didn't know about it, now you know. So Rwanda is the cleanest country in Africa, and one of the most interesting things that we found out, I think once a month, the country has a cleanup campaign.
At the end of the month, there's where everybody do the walk. Oh, so you cannot discuss everything discussed, they're just cleaning. Oh, wow.
It is incredibly clean. But once a month, they have a cleanup campaign, and basically everything closes down, shops, everything closes down. Everyone is encouraged to clean up around wherever they stay, the cities. It is incredibly clean. And you know, when a place is clean, I feel like the air smells a bit different. So yeah, it was clean. Anyway, and modes of transport, I didn't get to vlog or record a lot of things. I just recorded bits and pieces of my day commuting, and one of the things that I did record is how we were commuting throughout the day, throughout the week. Every now and again we would use a cab, but more often than not we found ourselves using what you call a moto. It's basically the equivalent of a motorbike here in South Africa. So, and that is one of the modes of transport there. Don't have a lot of footage of me while I was in Rwanda, but it was really an amazing experience. And every 3 months I will be traveling to Rwanda for my intensives, and I'm really looking forward to the experience overall, either than just my MBA, but just also understanding more about the Rwandan culture. Interesting thing that I realized while I was in Rwanda is the fact that security is treated very seriously. Wherever you go, whichever building you are entering, you get checked. And I noticed that when we arrived, because the moment you get into our classes were in a place called Kigali Heights, and then sometimes they were at the convention center, and whether you're exiting or entering, you get checked. Even when you are going to the mall, there was, okay, that's Kigali Heights. So yeah, and when you exit and enter, you get checked. So security is taken very seriously there. One thing that I also was quite surprised by is the fact that this is a country that was basically nearly destroyed by the genocide. And for them to be where they are now, it really shows that, you know, you might go through a lot during a certain period, but it doesn't mean that you will not rise up from the situation that you've been through. If you ever want to go to Rwanda, some quick things that you need to note. This is now directed to South Africans. You do need a visa if you are going to Rwanda. It's about $30. And then secondly, something that is required for you to enter the country is you have to have a yellow fever shot. It's about 800 rands if it's not covered by your medical aid, and you get a yellow book that just states that you have actually been given this shot. Currency, they use Rwandan francs, but they also do use dollars. I converted my rands to dollars, and then I converted it to Rwandan francs. And I did stay at an Airbnb. Airbnb was, it was a bit far from where we were staying. Price-wise, it's actually quite reasonable, although it could have been cheaper. Anyway, so yeah, but my experience there was really amazing. I will be going back, and when I do go back, hopefully I do get a bit more time to actually share the full experience as opposed to the bits and pieces. But, and lastly, if you ever go to Rwanda, please familiarize yourself with a company called City Buddy. But they basically can give you the experience of being in Rwanda. They curate packages for you. If you want to explore, they show you around, so that, I mean, you're not lost by yourself. You know, I think it is better to have someone who lives there who can show you around. It's a group of young students who actually started this company, and I think it's such an amazing initiative, considering that Rwanda is still, it's booming, and I feel like a lot of greater things are going to happen to the country. So yeah, if you are a person who loves to travel, and I do believe that we should travel Africa more, I do understand that it's a bit more expensive, but if you are able to, take the chance, and you'll get to know the African continent a bit better. I've only been to 3 African countries so far, Namibia, Mozambique, and now Rwanda. Oh, and Lesotho. And yes, Lesotho counts. Some of y'all say no, that doesn't count, it's in South Africa. If you've never been there, it counts. So I do want to encourage you guys to travel Africa more, get to know your continent more, get to know the people around your continent, so that you don't have these unnecessary stereotypes about people that you don't even know about. That's why we have xenophobia, which is such a terrible thing. So yeah, I just wanted to hit you up with this video. If you like it, please click the like button, comment, and subscribe, obviously, and share it to whoever would like to see it, and I will see you on the next video.